Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ol'SargeCollects. This is another Lagniappe card episode, and I want to give you a disclaimer before I start this video. So there's a Saints game going on right now, and my neighbors, they have a TV on their back porch. If you happen to hear any screaming in the background, trust me, no one's getting killed or hurt. Just some excitement going on with the game, obviously. And then also, my neighbors have a dog that barks a lot. So if you happen to hear the dog barking, just bear with me as we get through this together. But anyway, today I'm going to show you my oversized cards. And I have a wide assortment of oversized cards. But what I'm really focusing on for this episode is going to be my 1952 Redman Tobacco cards. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started with those. And then I'll finish up with my recent pickups that I had for this week. So the first card I want to share with you is the 1952 Redman Yogi Berra. Now, Redman Tobacco went from 1952 to 1955. And I believe Yogi Berra is the only player that has a card for every year that they did it. And eventually I will want to pick up all the cards. But this is the only one I have for right now. So here's Yogi Berra. And then the back, they have green writing on the back. And it talks about, collecting. I believe you can get a hat or something like that if you turn in the tabs. And so that's why none of my cards will have the tabs. But there's a 1953 date on there. So, all right. That's Yogi Berra. And then the next player is Warren Spahn. And I really like this image of Warren Spahn. And this is when the Braves were in Boston. So here's the back. Okay. The next player is Pee Wee Reese. And he's got a red background. This is a good image of Pee Wee Reese. All right. And the next player is going to be Stan Musial, Stan the Man. And this one's definitely got some worn edges to it. I'd like to possibly upgrade this card. I wouldn't get it with the tab, though, because I like uniformity, so... Okay, and the next card, can't see that card, can you? All right, maybe that'll work. All right, the next card is going to be the Bob Feller. Really like that image of Bob Feller. All right. Next card is the Duke Snider. They like to use the blue, the sky blue, for a lot of these cards. All right. And also, these cards have a hard time staying up with these holders. Whoa, so I'm really struggling with those. Tell you what, I'm not even going to bother. All right, the next card is going to be Willie Mays. I think I'm going to go ahead and replace one of the cards on here. We'll put Willie Mays in there. So let's take off Warren Spahn and replace him with Willie Mays. There we go. And the next player is Ted Williams. This happens to be, I think, my third favorite card. I think the Willie Mays might be my favorite, then Yogi Berra, then Ted Williams. So we'll go ahead and replace Pee Wee Reese with Ted Williams. All right. And let's see what's next. I don't know if you can hear the dog, but it's going now. All right, so the next card is going to be this 1955 Topps doubleheader of Jackie Robinson. And it's got, who is this? Don Hoke on the backside. I really love these 55 doubleheaders. And the next doubleheader is going to be Ted Williams in an SGC3. And it's got Hal Smith on the back. And the next doubleheader is going to be Ed Lopat. And it has Harvey Haddix on the back. And the next one is going to be... Now, let me know if you think this is a rookie or not. The next is going to be a 1955 Harmon Killebrew. And his rookie card is in the 1955 Topps set. So you tell me, is this a rookie or not? I think it is. And it has Johnny Padres on the back. All right. I do have another red man, and this is a 1953 red man of Roy Campanella. Again, without the tab. Here's another card you see a lot on YouTube, and that's the 1932 Sinella Babe Ruth. And this is in an SGC3. This is probably one of my favorite Babe Ruth cards that's out there. Not my number one favorite, but easily in the top 3. So that's that. And then I've shown this before on an SGC return. This is the 1972 Manama stamps, and this is of Lou Gehrig Babe Ruth, and it's a 3D stamp. And when you move it around, this image changes from Babe Ruth to Lou Gehrig. This image doesn't change, and it says 4 of the Yankees' famous murderers row. So you've got Lou Gehrig, you've got, who is this person? I can't, Carl something. Then you've got Tony Lazzari and Babe Ruth. I'm not sure who that middle player is. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are more familiar with the 4 players known as Murderers Row than I am, especially Yankees fans. And I've never really been a Yankees fan, so I couldn't tell you. Last card you've seen before on my channel, and that's the 1976 Orioles postcard of Reggie Jackson. This is the only card he has in an Orioles uniform. Then I've got a couple of state cards here, or tobacco cards representing different states. So y'all know that I am originally from Texas, and so this is a 1889 Galen Axe Industries of the State set, and this is image of Texas. Okay, and then here's what the back looks like. And then also, because I live in Louisiana, here's one for Louisiana. And here's the back on that one. All right, so then I was I was, motivated to buy this from, not from George, but George has one of these cards, and so, I saw it on his channel, and I was like, man, I got to pick one of those up. That's pretty cool. So this is of Jumbo, and so this is I think it might be a ink dauber. For pens, you would daub it. I think it might be one of those, or just a random card, but it's advertising some yarn or some thread. And Jumbo was really popular and really big in the late 1800s, early 1900s. So there's that. And then there is a 1878 Huntley and Palmer's biscuits, and this is of Running. Here's the back of that. Pretty clean back for that card. This is a Liebig card, and I don't know what year this is from, but it's of the state of Texas. So neat, interesting image on that. And this is a, what is this? A veteran tobacco and cigarettes card. And, you know, being a veteran, I like it because it says veteran. So pretty neat. Here's the back of it. All right. And here's another Liebig card. And I lived in Bavaria for a while. And this is of they're dancing. And this is of, you know, people in Bavaria. So they're dressed up in their lederhosen and their Krindel, I think, or I forget what the women's dress is, but Gurndl, that's what it is. So anyway, they're in their lederhosen and Gurndls, and they're dancing, having a Volksfest. Pretty cool card. All right. So the next card I have for you is a 1940s postcard, and this is an image of Uncle Sam playing baseball, and down at the bottom it says they can't strike him out. So I had sent this off to SGC at one point in time, and they said no, they would not grade. Then I was watching another YouTuber, and in the background I saw this image, you know, I saw this card, and it was graded. So I'm going to have to reach out to that YouTuber and find out what the title of it was so that I can get mine graded. And then I also have this Chase's Liquid Glue card. Now, why did I get this card? Because it's talking about using this Chase's Liquid Glue to put cards in scrapbooks. And, you know, early on in the hobby history, you would have kids, you would have adults, they would put, you know, their tobacco cards or different cards in scrapbooks. And so I thought this was a nice tie to, you know, to doing that. So it's a blank back. And last but not least, for the larger cards, I have a 1963 Topps Valentine's folders. And this is of Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. But then also on the back, it's got Franklin D. Roosevelt. So thought that was kind of neat. All right, so those are all of my oversized cards that I wanted to show you. Now I'm going to show you my recent pickups, which I think you'll really enjoy. So some of them are also oversized cards, but first I'm going to start off with this 1967 Brooke Bond picture cards. So Brooke Bond is T, and these are different, it's flags and emblems of the world. And I thought the outside of this booklet was really neat. You know, and on the inside, it's got flags, and then it's got descriptions of, and these are all glued in here. So, you know, and this is kind of what this card was alluding to, gluing in gluing in cards into a booklet. Okay. And so these are all glued in, and so you can still see a lot of glue residue on the cards. But it's just different flags of different countries. And it's even got a NATO flag in here. I'll show you the American flag here in a second. So different countries that you'll see. And so we got Denmark, and we got the Netherlands, Norway, Sweden. I see Poland and Austria. Greece. Here's Greece right there. And Switzerland. All right, here's Germany and Ireland, France. Here's America right here with Russia and Italy. And then you've got Israel right there and Egypt. All right, lastly, you've got NATO right here, which is pretty cool. So anyway, that's the little booklet that I've got of Brooke Bond T. These are super cheap. If you see these on eBay, they're really, really cheap. I think I got this one for like $4. So then I also picked up a handful of Garrett Cole cards. I'm trying to focus primarily on when he was on the Astros, but I ended up getting a Yankees card in addition to one of these cards. So I purchased this card right here, which I believe is a 2019 Independence Day card. Thank you, Shane, for inspiring me to get this. And it's numbered out of 76. This is number 34. And with it came this shiny one right here, the Yankees one. And then this is a short print gold version from I forget what year. I think this is 2018. Although it's not refractive, so I don't know if this is the right kind of card or not. Anyway, so those are my Garrett Cole cards. And then Dylan over at Double D, he talks about Albert Pujols all the time, and I recently picked up a bunch of Z-Nut cards. So I found this Albert Pujols. I didn't have any Albert Pujols cards, and so I picked up this one talking about Z-Nut, and pretty neat card. This is from when is this from? 2000. I can't read that. 2008, I think. Anyway, 2008 Albert Pujols Z-Nut. Then I got Kevin Costner card for Bull Durham. This is from 1988. I think I'm going to send this one in for grading. And I also got 2 cards representing Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander from when they were on the Astros. I really like this card because it's got color matching, or uniform color matching. So then there's, all right, now on to some of the graded cards that I got. I got this negative refractor 2023 Topps Chrome of Jose Altuve. It's a pretty neat card. I don't know if you can hear the next door neighbor's dog barking. All right, so then I was also again inspired by Shane. Shane, you got to stop doing this. Shane inspired me again I keep seeing this card on his channel, this 1913 Nap Lajoie game card. And this is the red version. There was a blue version as well. So I bid on the blue version, but I missed out on it. But I won the red version. And he happens to have the red version. I think it's also in the same grade, if I'm not mistaken. So now we're clubbies on this Nap Lajoie card. So here's the back of it. Only Nap Lajoie card, so happy to have it. All right, on to 2 Diamond Stars cards that I got. These are big-time Diamond Stars cards. And you guys know I love Mel Ott. So I got this Mel Ott card from the Diamond Stars. And then I also got this Bill Terry card. I absolutely love this Bill Terry. One of my favorite cards in the whole set. So happy to have these. You're going to see this Bill Terry card probably 2 more times. I'm going to be doing another video real soon with this Bill Terry card. So, okay. Last but not least, I got 2 1800s cards. So this one, they're both advertisements cards. This one is from 1888. And it's an advertisement card for Dean Brothers boots, shoes, and rubbers. And Taunton, I believe, is New Jersey. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But anyway, it's an advertisement card. All right, what you have on the front, though, is, I'm trying to see what base this is. Somebody's, I don't know if it's first base, I think. Anyway, you got a runner here, and he's trying to tag. The baseman is trying to tag the runner out. And I like it because you got his hat's falling off while he's in mid-run. Also, notice, too, if you take a look at the card, a lot of these players have mustaches. I really think that's kind of neat. I think I finally found my niche in baseball card collecting. You know, a lot of people, they just focus on 50s cards, and other people, they collect modern-day cards. I think for me, I'm really loving these 1800s cards. So my last card that I'm going to show you for today is this 1888 National League fine cut chewing tobacco card. And I absolutely love this card. And it took me a long time. I had to be real patient on finding this card. There's one listed on eBay that has some advertisement down here. And it also has a crease going through the face. Where they're asking about $1,400 for. Well, I won the bid on this one that just recently was on eBay, and I paid fractions less, and so I was really happy about that. So again, it's an advertisement bag. Talking about drugs and medicines. So I'm going to send this one off for grading. I'm also going to send this one off for grading. So we'll see how they do on my next SGC return. Anyway, I'm at the 20-minute mark. Hope y'all are having a great Columbus Day weekend. And hope you enjoyed this Lagniappe episode. And y'all hunt the good stuff. Talk to you soon.